Hello students, in today's lessons from the pages of India, we are going to talk about one of the latest trending jobs in the Indian market, the white collar gig workforce turning to annotator's job. This particular article, which had come in the Economic Times on the 13th of January 2026, talks about a new gig rises, will it scale it up? And our video is based on this particular article. So, who is this white collar gig workforce called as annotators that we are talking about? First, something about the white collar gig force. Who is a white collar job holder? Somebody who is educated, who is a professional and seeks of works in an office setup is supposed to be holding a white collar's job. Now, how does he become a gig worker? He becomes a gig worker when the choices before him are many, flexible, and he wants a remote working chances. All this makes him a gig worker. And the particular annotator's job that we are going to talk about is a white collar gig workers annotator's job. For that, first we need to understand who an annotator is. An annotator is somebody who is called also as a human in the loop. Basically, as artificial intelligence systems evolve and machine learning try to become better and better, they need someone in between, the mediator, who can responsibly make the unstructured data understandable and usable so that AI is able to correctly use it and place it at times and places where it is required. These thing is called as the work of an annotator. Now, how did this evolution of annotator's job happen? Basically, the machine learning teams were relying on internal groups for annotating data sets when the job was limited. Now, reinforcement training by humans is required for almost all the places as AI has started making its presence in all places. What does it basically mean? Your domain expertise might be in one particular area. That particular area is using artificial intelligence now. So as companies evolve to incorporate artificial intelligence into the domains that you are working in, they need someone to train the AI. The AI is highly demanding and dynamic, but at the same time, it is also probabilistic. So it is likely to make mistakes. The outputs that it gives has to be checked, validated, reviewed, and verified by human beings. So as you can see in the picture, the AI might not understand that it is a donut. The human element in the loop has to make it understand that it is a donut. So, having understood what the job of an annotator, particularly with reference to a domain, is, let us see which theory of management it is related to. Basically, it is related to the knowledge-based view of the firm, wherein the management theory proposes that knowledge is the most strategic organizational resource and any company will try to increase the amount of knowledge it has. So we can see that by using an annotator, a company creates knowledge, it codifies knowledge by making the AI understand what it means, and the AI is capable of storing and retrieving and delivering it at the correct time in the correct place in the correct form. So basically the firm became more intelligent in terms of the knowledge that it has, and for this it uses both machines and humans as of now. So the knowledge based theory that any firm uses to up its value is being reinforced by the creation of the job of annotators. How is this market of annotators poised? Basically, big companies like Scale AI, Search, TELUS, Labelbox have been supplying human in the loop training, evaluation, and validation services to frontier AI labs and enterprises. If we have to particularly look at this particular job market and understand why we are talking about it in this series, consider the case study of Mercer, an AI startup in the US which is valued at $10 billion. It actually connects doctors, lawyers, and engineers, and that's what we have been talking about until now. How the normal white collar job is getting linked to that annotator's job because of the specific domain knowledge that these professionals have. These people are actually connected to AI laboratories and enterprises which train artificial intelligence. According to a recent article in the Wall Street Journal, the company has hired over 30,000 contractor workers, white collar contractor workers in the year 2025, and some of their clients include OpenAI and Anthropic, the big AI companies in the world. So what is happening in the first world is likely to trickle down to India and other countries very soon. So students, you need to be ready for a career in this particular area. The skills that matter to gig economy or annotators for that matter, if you're going to become a white collar gig worker working in the annotating field, is self-marketing. Your LinkedIn and other networking sites become a place where you talk about your domain specific skill sets as well as your capability to use artificial intelligence. Not only use artificial intelligence, you must be able to use it in your work and deliver some work and show. It could be in the images that you create, it could be in the videos that you do, wherever in your domain specific, if you can use and deliver a service related to AI, please do that. The third one is today's world is all about how big your networking base is. Reach out to multiple people because you never know when the next big job will sit in your gig basket through your networking. You are your own finance manager. You need to understand that you get big money for some big projects and you might be without work for some time. So as you embrace gig economy and annotators market, you need to understand this. And finally, you must be able to be flexible and rapidly adapt to different systems, different bosses, different hierarchy overnight. This is all about the jobs market that you have as of now with particular reference to the annotators market. So finally, I wind off by telling you graduates, Indian annotators have the advantage of strong English skills, deep STEM talent and experience in the IT service industry. So global markets or the global capability centers will definitely look for such talent in the graduate students, postgraduate students, particularly the management students. So the thing that the job seekers have to understand now is position yourself as a subject matter expert annotator. That is how you grow. You must be having some domain specific knowledge which the AI still does not have, and you can be the trainer to the AI. That is what the annotator is all about. So the process will be accept gig working and build required skills, polish your domain expertise, had certification courses, have proven record of work done, make videos, upload in your networking sites, and get started with the first annotator job and try to upscale. Thank you for watching and all the best.